Hey YouTubers, this is Chaos8604, and I'm going to do a quick review of the Project Salvo and some of the upgrades that I did to my gun. As you can see, it's not a stock Project Salvo, but the Project Salvo itself, for the price, is a really great marker. It shoots real accurately, it looks really cool, looks like a shortened AR-15, and I just like it all around. I did do a couple upgrades to mine just because I wanted that military sim look, so I took the liberties and spent a little money to do that. So I'm going to go over those real quick. One of the first things you'll probably notice here is that the barrel, this is not the stock barrel, this is a 16-inch, it's branded Tippmann, but it's a Hammerhead barrel, and it is rifled, and it does come with the sizing rings on it. I really like this. I know most people really like the sizing rings. What is this? This is a .686 because you end up using less air because you're sizing the balls properly. If you notice on there, right there, I did take some electrical tape and wrap it around the barrel. The reason I did that is because this front shroud here, it looks really cool and I wanted to keep it, but it didn't fit the barrel snugly and it bounced around a lot, and when I got to taking it apart, there's only one little peg down here at the bottom holding it on. So I wanted a little bit of extra stability there to hold on the barrel. The barrel is rifled. Don't know if I said that already, but I know some of you out there are going to be like, well, that's really dumb. And I'm going to be like, well, from what I've shot of it so far, I've really noticed that it's been, I've shot straighter. I may not shoot as far as like a flatline barrel. I haven't used a flatline barrel ever, but I like the look of this better. I like the look of just a straight barrel rather than having to have the shroud around to hide the straight line. Some of you out there will be like, well, just get an Apex then. And I'm like, well, again, that's more money, and this is just the beginning, and I really wanted to look real. One of the next things I did is I put on, as you can see here, the Cyclone feed with the low profile hopper. One thing that, well, I bought this off Tippmann, is that their picture is a little bit wrong. It showed the normal big hopper, so I brought a low profile with it. You don't have to do that. They only give the low profile anymore. Plus, if you buy the upgrade kit, you probably won't end up with this with the tube that goes between the banjo fitting and the actual feed mechanism itself. Don't worry about it. I freaked out about it. I'm like, where to go? But Tippmann just doesn't include those anymore in their upgrade kits, so you have to call Tippmann and be like, hey, I need it. If you order it online, make sure as soon as you order it online, because it's going to be a few days before you get it anyways, call Tippmann right away, get that so you don't have to wait like I did. The next thing is my Foregrip, as you can see right here. I really like this Foregrip. It's a military law enforcement steel inserted leg. It's built to military specs. I spent, what does Amazon say here? I think I spent like $30 on this. $31.25. And it's a lot more expensive than the ones you'll find out on the market for paintball guns. But I really wanted something sturdy and I know I could trust. So I went out there and I actually bought a real one. Plus, you never know, somewhere down the line I may get an AR-15, who's to say. But I really like it. The bipod, the legs are complete metal, so it does have a little heft to it. But the spring mechanism on it is phenomenal. It's really sturdy. Really well built. Really happy with that purchase. It does have a side Picatinny rail on it, which is really cool because I've got a laser on there. I'm not going to use that during play, but it's just there for looks right now. Eventually I'll probably have to take it off once I get to the field. But one bad thing about it, and I read in the comments about it, is that this little nut here, it did need to be shaved down a little bit to make it smoother, so I didn't cut my finger on it. And then one of the last things that I bought was my 30 millimeter red dot, Browning Small Arms red dot, and a 1-inch AR-15 riser. This is an actual metal riser. It's all aluminum. I'm really happy with that because if you try and mount it right on here and you're wearing a mask and trying to look down the sights, you can't do it. So I bought the 1-inch riser. I really wanted to buy a 45 offset, but considering, well, since I'm a right-hand shooter, it would work fine. But if you're left, you're kind of screwed unless you use another feed system. I would, somewhere down the line, want to upgrade this sight just because it is only a red dot. It isn't, the red, blue, green. It doesn't have different, instead of a dot, it doesn't have different sighting posts like crosshairs or anything like that. It's just purely the dot. It is adjustable in brightness, but in most situations, brightness can overcome a color variation. So if you're out in fall playing woods ball and you're in an oak forest, be ready for some pain if there's a lot of oak leaves on the ground because you're not going to see anything. So yeah, that's my Project Salvo, slightly modified. Make sure, if you guys have any questions or anything, put them in the comments. Otherwise, if you guys want to hammer me on my rifle barrel, feel free to. Otherwise, have a great day and see you on the field, guys. Later.